Welcome back to where Scott and Colette make huge life decisions on a regular basis.
Yes,
that's what
right.
it feels like.
You might have watched an episode not too long ago, said we're moving to France, and then another one saying we're moving back, and now we're moving to Italy.
What?
Oh my goodness. But this is going to be different, I swear. It's definitely going to be different. And part of the reason is we're not going forever. We actually have an end date.
Yes, well, that's what you think. No. My plan is working. No.
Yes.
We are going to Italy for 3 months, and we're going with a program called Boundless Life. We had Rekha Magan on here on this podcast in January of 2025. And to say we were a bit inspired would be an understatement.
It was something we realized, oh, this might be a good fit.
Yes.
Yes. It was this way. We had come back from Italy, right? Or sorry, from France.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had already moved back. I was pretty pregnant at that point, and we were, interviewing Rekha.
I remember you saying, like, let's do it. And I was still a little raw from France. So I was like, I don't know.
Licking wounds.
I was like, just give me a moment. Like, let me settle into our house again. And here we are. Yeah. Fast forward 6 months maybe. And we're going to Italy. So
yeah, I'm so pumped. I mean, I think it's another chance at trying this huge life goal and not having to be pregnant during it. That was like a big whoops.
Well, if you haven't listened to the podcast that described what Boundless Life is, here's a little bit of the info about it. So we're going for 3 months. Now they offer different time frames. I think as short as a week, right?
So 3 weeks, I believe, is the shortest.
So yes. they have cohorts, and a cohort is basically a group of families, and you have everything set up for you. You have housing, you have a community, meeting other families. You've got school, so Scotland will have a school that she's going to, and also there's co-working space. So basically, this is a turnkey solution. We show up. And looking back at France, that's what some of our biggest stresses was finding a place. I mean, it was basically the first month was like finding a place and knowing that like we're going to show up and there's going to be friends to lean on who are going to go, oh, this is the best grocery store. Oh, you don't know how to do that? Let me show you how. Need to translate something a little bit? Like we'll have people on the ground helping us do all of those things that when we went to France were huge headaches. And also this is just like a great fit for someone. I mean, we're right there, but like you want to live abroad, but you're like, there's no way I could fully move. Like, this is the way to take your family and get a really deep, immersive experience.
Yeah, or maybe I think I want to live abroad, but I don't know if it's for me. Let me try it on for size. I mean, it's a turnkey solution to being an expat. It's a turnkey solution to living abroad. And there are so many headaches, like you mentioned, like trying to find a school, trying to find housing, trying to find office space. All of those things are just like, okay, here's this cute little package, and you get to open it and live abroad. And we get to live in Tuscany.
The city is Pistoia, which is right in the middle of some of our favorite towns.
Yes.
Florence and Pisa, and one we just went to, Lucca. It's what, half an hour from Lucca?
It's about 30 to 40 minutes from Lucca and 30 to 40 minutes from Florence.
So picture this, guys. One night, Colette, closes her laptop, and she goes, honey, I really want to go get some pasta in Florence. So we pack up the kids, hop on the train, and we're going to eat at some of our favorite Florentine restaurants, or have bistecca alla Florentina. So that's what we're hoping it'll look like, something like that.
Yes, and another cool thing is if you want to come with us.
Oh, that's true. That's the big thing.
There are a few spots left to go live in Italy with us, which is just so fun. I mean, imagine us taking you out for that amazing onion flan that we talk about in our Florence videos.
Oh my God.
Or peachy pasta.
Not only us, but I just forgot his name. The HBO guy. Stanley Tucci talks about it.
Oh, Tucci.
Tucci went to it.
Tucci likes the restaurants we like to,
yeah.
Or we like the restaurants he likes. Either one. We're just in the heart of one of the best wine regions, best food regions in the entire world. Not just
so let's repeat that. If you want to join us January to March, and there's nothing on your schedule, and you want to bring the family, you can come with us.
That's right. So by coming with us on Boundless Life, you would have an apartment, you would have a school for your kids, and you would have co-working space. And we would
And
get
it's
to
nice
go
co-working
adventure.
space.
Oh, it's great. Everything is, listen, they are catering to North Americans, right? They're catering to people from the United States, people from Canada who are used to a certain type of lifestyle, you know, heating, air conditioning, certain washer, dishwasher, etc. Like all of these amenities. Also, your utilities are included. That's a fun perk as well. So there is space in this January to March cohort. And the Winter Olympics are going on during that time in Milano and Cortina, which is super close. So we could all go to the Olympics together too.
So if you're like us who live in the Northeast and you want to get away and enjoy some more pasta and red wine, come and join us. So,
yes.
All right.
There's
Yes.
also a cohort in December that I heard has openings, and that's for 3 weeks. But I think our cohort's going to be cooler.
I'm so excited when we went to France, we were so nervous. Like there were so many unknowns. We were so stressed. When it came to packing, I mean, we didn't know how long we were going for. We thought a year. And now that we know that it's like 3 months, one, it kind of forces us to schedule and plan things. So it's like, if you want to go to certain locations, like it's going to be nice in the fact that it's like limited, also not, because then you're like, it ends on a certain date. But also know all those stresses. Like we're going to show up and we already know what our apartment looks like. We've like seen videos of it, and it's going to be a 3-bedroom, and we're just going to live. And like, I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. Also, I mean, there will be stress. Like the flight,
course.
we have to take Lucy, but she has her European passport, so she can come.
Yes. Yes, Lucy is coming. So
Actually,
we're figuring that out.
a lot of people might say, I have a dog. Can I come? And the answer is yeah. I mean, there's some.
Yes. There are certain apartments that are dog friendly.
But also like just the whole legality of getting an animal from the U.S. from Europe, like you can do it. There's some steps and
there's
process.
some pain points,
Yeah.
and you need to get a USDA accredited vet and a lot of steps to do that. But it is possible.
Yeah.
It really is all possible. And I also want to say I'm going to put a link in the show notes with a code. Boundless Life gave us a coupon code for you guys to get a discount if you want to join us in Pistoia in Tuscany. You can use the code COLSTO, COLSTO 79. And I'm going to put a link directly to that. I would love if
That'd be
our
crazy.
community came and met us in Italy. I mean, that's our spot. That's our place.
Yeah. I'm excited to explore Pistoia. I mean, it's a place I've never heard of before until now, but it's like when we went to Lucca, one of the things we loved was Florence. If you guys have never been to Italy, go to Florence, go to Rome. Those are amazing. But after you've been, if you've been once or twice, like you kind of want to explore a little more, but you still want that Italian experience. And like some of these cities, I hate to say it, but they're getting overrun with crowds, especially during the specific summer months. So if you go to Rome during the summertime, like it's crowded and it's hot. Mm-hmm. But you step out to same thing with Florence. Like the crowds, I mean, you feel like cattle just like herded through the Punta Vecchia sometimes. But Lucca, I mean, we were there prime time and there were people. It was busy, but we could get around and navigate. And we weren't worried about Scotland getting swept up in a crowd of people by any means.
No, it was manageable.
Yeah. And it still had all of the culture and history and food and wine that you're looking for.
Yeah, and I've heard that there are field trips for the kids, which I think is awesome, but there are field trips for the parents too.
We'll tell them the field trip for the parents. I mean, sorry, the field trip for like the kids, what they do.
Well, I know that they'll go out into the town of Pistoia and they'll order gelato and learn how to order gelato in Italian, and they'll learn some of these little cultural points from Tuscany, food. Obviously, the wine will be left to the parents.
But didn't they go taste grapes? Like, didn't they go to a vineyard, the kids? Or was it just the parents?
So, no, I think the kids were clipping grapes
Yeah.
during harvest. Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, Boundless Life looks at these different cohorts, these different seasons, and just as people, the locals in these places rely on the seasons for food and different activities, so do Boundless Life. So we don't know exactly what we're going to be doing. And that's kind of the fun part. We're just trusting in the process, trusting in this cool community of parents, families from all over the world who are joining us in one of our favorite places on earth in Northern Italy.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I mean, it's just bonkers.
And we've never spent time in Italy in the winter. We've always gone in late spring or summer or fall. So I'm excited to experience it when there's really no tourists there.
Outside of the Olympics,
Yes.
what are you looking forward to most?
I think just being present in Tuscany, like diving deeper in Tuscany, and the food and wine. I mean, definitely the food and wine. Being able, like you gave the example before, I'm really wanting this food in Florence. Like, let's head in for the night. It's a 35-minute train ride, and we can go to some of our favorite places on earth. Like, that's really special. I'm sure I'm going to want to take little hopper flights to different places, but not that many,
Not
honestly.
that many, no. For 3
Maybe
months.
one,
Yeah.
two. I really want to dig into Italy on a deeper level. There's just so much right there that I don't need to bounce around. What about you? What are you excited for?
I mean, obviously, food, wine, like exploring the city. I think what I like is the freedom to like become Italian for a limited time. Like,
You have that here in Jersey.
like I think it, and I'll elaborate in the fact it's like I can see us like going there, living the Italian life, and just fully indulging in it. And there will be things that we're like, we'll be drinking too much wine, we'll be eating too much pasta.
What else is new?
But knowing like, it's only 3 months. I mean, that's not a short period of time. It's not like we're going to be drinking a bottle of wine every night, maybe. But just all the things that you're going to be a little uncomfortable with. Like same thing with France. We get over there and there's like little headaches that you have. And you're like, I mean, like, I can just think like the one thing, like the post office, like when we would try to get packages or whatever, like I'd have to walk down and it's just a different way of life. Whereas here it's like shows up on your doorstep and you're like, there you go. It came in a day. And here it was, or in France, it was just a little headache. And I use that as an example of like when we're in Italy, we know it's 3 months. So all those little headaches, you'll go, it's only 3 months. Like, that's fine. I'll walk 10 minutes to the post office to get my package. Or maybe I'll just go, I don't need that.
Or maybe we'll just be annoyed in a new language.
Or maybe we'll be annoyed in a new language.
I think now that we have the perspective, like it will pass. We'll get through it. If it feels hard, it's supposed to be hard.
And we'll meet cool people. I mean, you can only expect that the people coming on this trip are going to be interesting, fun people, being able to take their kids and, or wanting to take their kids and immerse them internationally they're going to be, well, I feel like we're going to make some lifelong friends with this.
Yes. So big question for you. Have you started your Italian studies yet?
No, because I had another test to take.
Oh yeah. Yes.
So I had another, so that's it.
Yeah. So I've started studying.
I will.
I think you should join me. I'll invite you on Duolingo.
I'll join. I'll do
two
it.
different apps for languages right now. I'm doing Duolingo because the gamification just keeps me engaged, and I'm going to do it every day, and it helps me with vocab.
What happened to the podcast that we used for France? The like mind one?
I can use that too. That's like conversational, which I think is super helpful. And then I'm also using an app called Preply. None of these are sponsored. They're just helpful. One of my friends that learned Spanish in her 40s, she's like crushing it at Spanish now. And so I asked her what she recommended. She said Preply, which is a conversational app where you are matched with an instructor. And so I have a weekly Zoom call with my instructor who's based outside of Rome. And it is humbling. I will say I eat humble pie on a weekly basis now because I have maybe like gelato level French, or gelato level Italian. I can order food, ask for a table, and have like the tiniest of tiny conversations. And now I'm expanding that. And I know I am an Italian citizen, but this is my life goal. As an Italian citizen, I want to be able to speak Italian. And I think it's important for me to possess the passport to speak the language. And it's an ode to my ancestry as well. So this will be a life goal that I'm super pumped about.
Can you take your mic and just talk into the top part versus like the side part? There we go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I just realized You were talking like to the side of it.
I
It's
was like, hey
because
there.
it's made to receive from the top part. Yeah, I mean, you're going to learn Italian. We're going to eat lots of gelato. We're going to have fun. Let's see. We have some questions for ourselves. We have to ask each other.
Let's see.
Oh, here's a good one. What's the core intention behind this move? I mean, that's so easy.
Oh, is it?
I think so. I mean, it's to go. I mean, we've always wanted to spend time in Europe. We already did it once in France, and now it's like we're going to go spend some time in Italy. I think intentions are we're both going to, I should say that. We are going to try to learn Italian.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I think just to watch Scotland, like, she's going to pick up Italian. She's going to be running around bippity boppity. So it's like Family Guy.
I think that the intention, at least, this is one of those things that's like, one day I want to try to live in Italy. Okay, well, that one day gets tabled typically, and it's not the right time, and the stoplight in life is not green to go to Italy. And so then I table it until next year and next year and next year and next year. By the time you know it, you're at retirement age and you haven't gone and spent that time, and then something else comes up. And I want to do it now because I want to do it now. Why should we wait? So we are in a unique position to be able to go. So let's go. I am nervous still, even though I've been to Italy a million times, even though I am Italian, even though I have moved abroad. There's still this little, I'm nervous. What if?
I think
that's a good thing.
I think you bring up a point, which we talk about a lot. And, it's there's the concept of like delaying happiness. Mm-hmm. And it's like, when I do this, then I can do that. And most people think, when I retire, then I could go spend some time in Italy. Or when the kids are older, or when they're out of the house, things like that. And I think you just have to challenge like all of these things of like, why are you waiting? Like, if you had to do it now, what would it look like? And I get that, there's circumstances where you can't make it work. But if this is something you want to do, and maybe, we're crazy, we do this, we go spend time in Italy, but maybe it's something else. Maybe it's go on a vacation. Maybe it's, spend more time with your family. But yeah, I think you kind of have to challenge that idea of like, if you were forced to go to Italy, what would you have to do?
If you're forced.
I know I'm using this as like
you're going to Italy with me.
because so often we accept the status quo versus, actually making a shift. Like, not doing something is the same thing as doing something. And so often we accept where we are, be it happy or not, but we push off this delayed happiness, and it's for something that's not certain. And as much as you think like, when I retire, it'll be much easier because whatever. Or as the kids get older, it'll be easier. I mean, we're in a crazy time to go. Like, you've got some people say it's perfect. Some people say it's crazy. Mm-hmm. Some people say it's too early. I mean, Scotland she'll almost be 4 when we leave. Mm-hmm. She'll be 3.5. And Summit will, be 9 months. Mm-hmm. And it's like, obviously, he's not going to be picking up the language. We get it. But like, we're going to have those memories with him. But I go back to my thing about challenging, like forcing you to do that. Like, what would it look like if say you have a kid who's in school and you're like, we're going to do this. Let's look at all the sacrifices and what would it actually mean to do it versus not doing it. So I don't know.
I think you hit something when you said it's going to be easy at this point. It's going to be easy at this point. It'll be easier later. There's a problem there that we think that the easy way is the way, that we can only do something when it's going to be easy. But I call BS on that, because the good stuff happens when you're challenged. The good stuff happens when you're hard. I think of like this embrace the suck mindset from CrossFit. And that's like, you got to go through the mud to get to the end. Like, the best way through is by doing the work. And that's where the reward is. And I think that's where you can apply that to parenthood. You can apply that to travel. You can apply it to working out. Like, it's going to be hard. It should be hard at some point. If you think it's just going to be easy, then that's probably like your all-inclusive plug and play. Like, you want to go sit on a beach, like that's cool too. Like, there's a solution to that, but it might not give you the gratification and that the blood, sweat, and tears gives you at the end. You got to put some work in it. You got to put some, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, sweat equity into this.
Well, and there's also a thing about how as you get older, time passes because you're in these routines. Mm-hmm. And basically your brain's lazy and your brain doesn't want to use any energy, meaning like save memories or think about stuff unless it has to. So if you're doing the same thing, you're making your cup of coffee, driving to work, whatever it might be, like it sees these things as routine and it just blocks them out. But when you're doing something new, be the first day that you go to work. Like most people say, remember the first day you went to high school or the first day you went to your new job or college. Like you probably remember it. What about the 14th, 15th day? Like nothing, because you've gotten into a routine. And so I think as you get, basically the whole thing is that the perception of life seems to go much faster as you get older because you're in such a routine. And so there's no new memories coming on. Now, when you try something new, something novel, like, oh, I'm going to take up jiu-jitsu, or I'm going to go get my pilot's license, or whatever it might be, like then you're going to have to challenge that brain. And that like frustration is going to be emotional memories, be them good or bad, because your brain has to decipher, what do I need to take in? What do I not need to take in? Same thing with these events. Like you're going to go do something new. We're going to do something new. All these new memories are going to be built into our brain. So instead of spending the winter at home doing the same stuff, watching movies, sitting by the fire, seeing friends, which is fun.
Sounds nice. Yeah.
It all sounds fun and nice, but it's not necessarily novel. And your brain's going to go, oh, I've seen this before. And so when you look back, you're not going to have those memories and your life's going to feel shorter. Whereas this, even though it's going to be hard and the time will pass quickly, in our perception of the time, when we look back, our memories will be more rich and fulfilled because we've had all this new information coming in, and it's going to feel like a longer life.
I think it's a huge investment on our family's happiness and just overall. Like I think Scotland, going to this new country again, she's like, okay, a new challenge. Like, will she miss our friends? Yes. Will we miss our friends? Yes. But home is where we are together. And we can get through this together. And I think it teaches her at a very young age that frustration is a part of life, that we can do hard things and we can do them together when we rely on each other. So I think it's embracing the suck from all angles.
And I think she's enjoying it too.
Oh,
like
yeah.
she likes, she mentions vacations. It's the funny little things that she'll pull up, but she likes it. And she's become a good traveler. It will be hard and she'll be tired and she'll be cranky at certain times, but it's like,
I feel like she'll be so energized, honestly, when I think about her in Italy.
Oh, when we're there, yeah.
Yeah. She's like, when can we go on a trip? Where are we going next? Can we go here? I want to go back to, she calls Ponza, Italy, where we went this past summer. She calls it Saponza. We don't correct her. It's adorable. I want to go back to Saponza. Can we go back? I'm like, sure. What did you like about it?
She likes the dance parties.
The dance parties.
Yeah. She liked that we had a club that was
outside our
hotel, and she liked to dance every night when we'd walk home. So I don't know.
What emotions are showing up for you when you think about Italy? I know it seems like far away, but it's not that far away.
More excitement than nervousness, but I also haven't started packing yet.
Yeah.
But also because we've done it, like we moved abroad once. A lot of the logistics of like, how do you get stuff abroad internationally? Short answer, you got to take it on the plane with you. Or buy it over there. There's no like boats and stuff. So if you're thinking of doing that, that's
what stuff do you mean?
Clothing.
Oh, your things. How do you get your things?
Yeah. How do you get your stuff abroad? It basically needs to fit in the bag. So my research has found that it's like a free market of the weight that goes on the plane. It doesn't matter if it's freight or like clothing. It's all kind of the same price. So you might as well just check it, bring it with you. But, actually, Send My Bag.
We used Send My Bag.
And we loved them. That was nice, yeah. So, the logistics, that's what my brain thinks about. Like, how are we getting abroad? Obviously nervous about Lucy. Lucy on planes is tough.
Yeah.
But we'll get it. She'll be fine. We have doggy prescribed, like, Xanax or whatever it is. Something like, it's like a Valium, but comes from the vet. And
yes.
she'll have those and she'll be chill. It's crazy to think like we've been so hectic since our trip like 2 months ago. It's just been one thing after another, all good, but like just been busy. And then like this week is really the first week where it's like, okay, can kind of calm down just a little bit and like focus and think about that.
That's parenthood.
Yeah. Like I'm looking at the calendar behind you and I'm like, I can't believe Europe. And then we came back and then we had another trip and then another. Yeah. So it's been busy.
Yeah, it will continue to be busy.
And there'll be other curveballs left and right.
Yeah, I know the big idea of the trip is so exciting, but I keep going back to like picturing ourselves in Italy. What is the day-to-day going to be like? And I don't know exactly.
It'll probably be similar to this, like, but it'll be like walk her to school. I'm guessing it'll be this: walk her to school, go to the CrossFit. Hopefully, the timing works out.
There's a CrossFit, right?
There's a CrossFit. We'll probably go to CrossFit, come back. I mean, how long is she in school for? Similar time frame?
It's a similar, yeah.
Yeah.
Typical school day.
Yeah.
Like an 8:30 to 2:30 or 3.
Yeah, and then pick her up and we'll go explore.
Go to the co-working space, get some coffee there.
Yeah, maybe days where we pick her up and be like, we're going to Florence. There's going to be plenty of days where we go, you're not going to school. We're going somewhere else. And we're just
I
going
think
to
that's going to be typical too.
Yeah. Oh, it'll be a blast. But I don't know. Let's see. What else? Yeah, the emotions, I don't know. I mean, what do you say when people are like, you're crazy, or like, this is going to be bad for her, or like, what do you think? The people who think it's just a silly thing to do.
Is it crazy? Yeah, but isn't that what life's all about? Kind of feeling these aliveness moments, like living in the now. Is it crazy? Everything's crazy until someone proves the concept, right? Like all ideas are crazy until it's proven. That's what I think of this. Like it makes us happy. I don't judge other parents for their choices. Why not us, right? Like why aren't we doing this? Why are we listening to the status quo? Why are we just going through the motions and having them go to school from this day to this day? And like I question all of these things, these norms. So I like to look at what's normal in our culture and what's normal in a different culture, especially under the umbrella of parenthood, because no one really gets a guidebook here. You succumb to what is normal in your culture because it's what you know. But what if we just looked outside and said, but what's normal in Italy might not be normal here. What's normal in Mexico might not be normal in Egypt. Like, but is one way better than the other? I don't think so.
I think also if you consider, back, when we were nomadic, like there wasn't like you go to school and you stay there. It's like things were changing constantly and you were just a family kind of navigating the world. And so doing this is a touch of that. Obviously it's structured and much safer, but bringing us all together, we're all going to learn as one and have a lot of fun doing it.
And I think this is going to help our kids become more resilient, right? Like we want to raise a big topic for us is like raising anti-fragile kids and being like the anti-helicopter parent. So like, let's go immerse them in this lived experience. It's going to make everybody stronger by going through these challenges and hardships, but it's also something that's so wonderful. And when you look back on your life, like, remember the time we took the kids to Italy for 3 months? Like, how cool is that? That's what makes us alive. That's what makes us light up. It might not make other people light up. It might make them too nervous. But I'll just say, this is what makes us happy. So we're trying to seek that out. And yeah, maybe it is a little crazy. So I'll tell people if they were to ask, I think you're right. I think it is crazy. And I think that's what life's all about.
Yeah. I think there's a topic that comes up with kids and it's like, oh, I want my kids to be happy. Yeah, you want your kids to be happy, but that's not the main thing. Like they need to go through difficult times.
Yes.
And they need to learn, right now, we have a toddler. She throws tantrums. We could throw the screen in front of her whenever she gets upset, but that's not going to lead to a good human being. Like she needs to learn to deal with those emotions that she has. Obviously we guide her and coach her. We don't just like leave her. Oh, you're having an upset time. Okay, go cry it out. But no, there's times where things will upset her and you kind of walk her through it. Oh, I'm sorry they didn't have that for you, or you can't do this or whatever. And I think as parents in today's world where entertainment and ease is at the touch of our finger, our job as parents isn't to just make it easy for them, but actually to kind of force discomfort at times and to limit that. Because if a kid is constantly getting the screen or entertainment or whatever, getting ice cream like nonstop, when they become an adult, they're going to expect the same thing. And they're going to have a rude awakening and they're going to struggle because we all know it. Like life's hard and there are a lot of things that you want that you don't get to get and you don't get upset. But you have to deal with and you have to navigate. And so, yeah, I think that's doing this, not that we're forcing this is going to be uncomfortable for our kids by any means. We're not hoping to do that. but there will be situations that she's not going to be unfamiliar with and see things differently. And will, oh, why do they do that? What's that? I mean, one thing she will know is she knows gelato. And she's like, there's a lot of gelato and pasta in Italy. Like she knows that that's what we're going to be doing. So she's excited for that.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's teaching them how to do hard things. And kids are innately curious, right? Like that's who they are. That's how they are. And travel just begs for curiosity. So why not immerse them in this world that facilitates curiosity and allows for them to explore that? I think only good things can come from it.
Yeah, definitely.
Empathetic kids, it raises empathetic kids. It raises resilient kids. Like travel's a gift and it's an education.
And I know she won't, I mean, maybe she will, but it's like, I doubt she's going to be fluent in Italian, but like all the different sounds, she's going to learn definitely quite a bit that maybe she'll be able to hold on to. Because that's the thing is like, if you don't learn the language basically before puberty, like you can't make the sounds properly as you get older. Like you just, your brain like trims that off.
Yeah.
That's why you have a thick accent if you learn after puberty.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Same with like if you move to a new country after a certain age. It's that same. It's
basically puberty. It's like the rough cutoff. Oh. And I mean, think about I call it the klasa, like that sound in the African, like Americans can't make that. Mm-hmm. But if you grew up there and you learned how to make that sound, you could make it. Like that's an extreme example of one of the sounds.
I think it's important to note that Scotland's not going to be studying or going to school and learning Italian right there. Like they're teaching in English. So
that's a good point.
Italian will be in the cultural aspects. And I think they'll learn some of the language, but everything will be taught. The majority of things will be taught in English. And that's anywhere. Like Boundless Life has cohorts in Uruguay and Greece and Bali and opening in Japan.
And, she's 3. Like the group she's with is what, 3 to 5, I think?
It depends on what the ages are of the kids. Typically it's 1.5 to 3, 4 to 6, et cetera, et cetera.
No, those are,
but
typically, yeah.
This cohort, I'm not sure what the ages of the kids are. I know there's a bunch of 3-year-olds.
So when we say she's learning, like, I mean, at this age, they're coloring, probably singing some songs and that. So it's not
they're
like
having fun.
They're having fun. They're having a lot of fun. And I know that Boundless Life the CEO did a lot of research on different educational systems. She looked at Montessori, she looked at Finnish, and really studied all of them and looked at the benefits. And this program will be more Finnish-based. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
So a lot of hands-on, a lot of trips out.
Yeah, field trips, like cultural immersion, getting out and not just, learning about something in a book, but seeing it in real life, which is so wonderful. Gosh. Well, I mean, I love books and it's the quickest way to transport to a new place or a new way of thinking. But if you can also take that information that you're learning, even if it's just, I colored the Leaning Tower of Pisa in class today, and now I'm seeing it with my eyes. Oh my gosh. That's huge. That makes an imprint.
Which Pisa is what? Half an hour away?
I think, maybe a little bit longer than that.
So it's, yeah.
We're moving to Tuscany.
We are moving to Tuscany, and it may not be the last time we do it.
No, I mean, we're going to do crazy stuff for all of our lives.
What would be like the first thing that you want to do?
Eat. I know that sounds so simple, but gosh, I do want to take a cooking class, like from a Nonna down the street who will be like, you call yourself Italian? No, I think that'll be wonderful. You're
a very confusing person to Italians. You show up with your Italian passport. Mm-hmm. They see your name. Oh, Colette, you're French? And then, no. You have an Italian passport? You're Italian? You speak Italian? No.
A little bit.
So French name, Italian passport, but from America. So, yeah, you're a bit of a curveball.
I'm a citizen of the world is what I say.
Okay, Russell Brand.
Oh, no, I'm pumped for this. It's a wild thing to put yourself out there this late in life. Not that sometimes we're old and I don't know. Sometimes I feel like we're very young at heart, no matter what.
Let's talk. I feel like I'm old at times.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I've just recently been like, I think kids put in perspective, like the idea of getting older is like, I've just started to feel you're getting older, not physically. It's like this mental, there's nothing that's happened, but I'm like, I think what it is when you think about, oh, they're going to be the class of what, 2049 or something?
2040
2040?
for high school, I think.
Yeah. And it seems so far away. I mean, I know it'll like, I hate to say it'll go like that, but like, it just seems like such a long, it's the first time in life where you have a project, a goal or whatever that is 20 years long, so long you're like, oh, I'm going to be at this job for a few years, then I'll move here. And then I'm going to do this. And yeah, it's the first time where it's like a bit like, oh wow, we are getting old. So, but we can do new things. And I think that's the goal that both of us hope to have, which is to inspire kids that there's no limitations on what you want to do. It's very easy that someone our age, whatever, with kids to be like, oh no, we can't do that. Like, oh, it's too risky, or
It's easy to blame the kids too.
It's easy to blame the kids,
kids.
but often people blame the age. Oh, it's too young. I'll wait till I'm a little bit older and then we'll do it. Or I'm way too old. I couldn't do that. So yeah, I can see how age in the adults is also a piece of it too.
And I do want to point out that it's not like we don't get nervous about these huge life decisions, or we don't feel silly starting a new language. We do. Like, we feel nervous. We feel humbled and sometimes embarrassed. Like in my Italian classes, I'm like, I feel so silly. Like this, how do I not know this? I feel almost, but it's a good thing to get comfortable with feeling. So I think what I'm trying to say is that it's important to get these reps in. It's important to get up to bat. And that will keep you young. Even if your body may age, your brain will stay with it. And it's really important to get comfortable in being uncomfortable, because that's what makes you grow.
There's a portion in your brain that people who do uncomfortable things more regularly, it's bigger and they tend to live longer. And yeah, I mean, this idea, it's the same thing of the routines, the habits. And yeah, the idea of going to Italy and trying to speak the language, I mean, it's going to give everyone anxiety. Like the first time, I mean, when we tried in France and I would try to order something, like I remember I said macaroon and they were like, excuse me? And I was like, and I'm like pointing to the macaroon and she's like, what? And then she's like, oh, macaroon. And it's like, okay,
you
sorry.
Say it right after living in France.
And I was like, oh my goodness, like, okay.
So I think the Italians will be much kinder.
Or even I can remember during our travels where I did the same thing. I was trying to get eggs in Argentina or something. And I was like, I said, where are the huevos? And they're like, what? And I said it again. And what? And then they repeated it back to me and it sounded exactly the same. And I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But like, you got to have these moments. Because, yeah, obviously you can go to Starbucks America and order, and it's fine. And we do want that. But you got to step into that uncomfortable zone at times.
And I think it's easy for someone to be on the outside and be like, American, like your accent's terrible, you're this, or you're that. And it's like, you know what? We're getting up to bat, though.
Yeah.
And we're trying. And I think that's what matters. And it also brings a lot more empathy when I hear someone trying to speak English in the United States. It's like, oh, where are you from? Can I help you? Kind of thing. And we're all just people here for the first time. Like, let's give each other a bit of a break.
Yeah. We're all learning. We're all figuring this out.
Yeah. It's, for the kids, it's their first time being kids. And for the parents, it's our first time being parents.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, what do you hope to get out of this that you didn't get in France? Is there anything?
Well, one, have more fun. I think you were really sick with morning sickness, and we were just... Like, I look back in France and we did have good memories, but that was probably like for 30% of the time. Yeah, like, it was just so tough with like finding a place to live. The first place we showed up to was just like so tight and loud, and we had all of our things, and knowing that it's like, oh, we're going to get there and it's just going to be much simpler. There's still going to be a lot of learnings, but like also we've kind of done it. So I already kind of know some of the headaches that we're going to run into, and you're kind of expecting those headaches. Just speaking about them, like some of the things are like kitchen stuff. Like I know when we got, like knowing what type of stove we'll have and like things we need. Cause like we got over there and we had this like electric stove and it had like the smallest pan. It's like cook for everyone was like such a pain. So like little things like that, like knowing what we need to bring over, hopefully will eliminate some of those headaches. But yeah, just having fun going. I know we'll have you'll probably have a schedule for the first month of like things that we're going to do and see And
I would love to if you will allow that.
what's that, a schedule?
Yes, I would love to.
What are you talking about?
Let's create.
Do you think I ever am like, you're not allowed to schedule?
I think that's a great point of our relationship. We both come up with these like big, crazy ideas. I'm like, what do you think? It's like, we are open to hearing what those ideas are, welcoming them and being like, all right, let's try it. Why not?
Well, Colette is also a travel agent. So she'll send me a schedule in a travel agent app. Like that's so professional, which is good.
Yeah.
And then sometimes
I'm super laid back.
I'll ask about information. She's like, it's in the schedule. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm also right next to you. So could you tell me?
That's why I create schedules. It's helpful. I would say one thing I feel like Boundless Life will help us with is we were super lonely when we were in France. And I think because we have a community built in already, I'm thinking that will be, it's like we have bumper plates or like when you're bowling, the little bumpers up to help us figure out and navigate this new world. But I also don't want to just be in like an expat community cosm that doesn't integrate at all. Well, I think that's where I think like CrossFit will be super helpful. When we're sweating next to different people and embracing the suck next to them, like you build a bond, and we'll learn more Italian by hearing vai vai vai, go 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 when you're trying to pick up weights. So I do want to like get a little more comfortable being uncomfortable with the language and the locals. I say that now, and then I'll be like, I'm nervous. Let's just go hang out with our community, but we'll push each other to do that.
But having a few friends is huge. Like being able to just have it was so lonely when like the only person we could talk to was like our nanny. And I felt like we like overwhelmed her at times because we would just,
she's like, I can't be everything to you.
Yeah.
She's never said that. She was wonderful.
Yeah.
I love her dearly.
Yes.
But I just felt like I was putting too much pressure on her. I was like, can you be my friend too?
Yes. So knowing that we'll have people to lean on and talk to, and they'll be going through the same thing, will be tremendously helpful. And we'll probably make friends and be going out, with them like in no time. So
I hope so.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
But
I think we're going to have a great time. I think we'll go through some challenges, but that's kind of what we're signing up for.
Exactly. And again, if you want to join us,
I would love that.
That would be amazing. Yeah.
So cool. Yeah, we'll put the link in the show notes.
Shoot us a message and we'll give you more information.
Is there anywhere you want to go while we're there?
Well,
anywhere new?
Our friends are in Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
So it's just a much shorter flight. That would be cool. The Olympics would be fun. Now that I'm looking at the map.
Those are 2 huge trips, so I'm down for both of them.
I mean, we've been fortunate to be, not really. It's more just to be there.
Yeah.
To be a part of that area, to really learn that area, be it learning more. And I don't mean just our city, but Tuscany. Mm-hmm. So, we'll probably go see our friend Giulio the truffle hunter.
Yes. I got to let Giulio know we're going.
Probably see him.
We need to have him on the podcast. He is a character.
We'll have him on when we're there.
Yes. We should have him on while we're at his house or something and
eating truffles and drinking
truffles.
Wine.
Yeah. It'd be hilarious.
He'll probably be knocking over lights and whatever.
Yeah. He's a wild man. He's truly a wild man. He's hilarious. We have an episode on YouTube with Giulio the truffle hunter that you should check out for sure. You can go truffle hunting with his dog outside of Florence. It's wonderful. I'd like to go to Umbria, which is south of Tuscany. I've never been to that region. And then the city of Madrid intrigues me. And I would like to go to Madrid.
Yeah, we always talk about going to Spain and we just never make it.
And then we're like, let's just go to Italy instead.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't thought about it too much, to be honest.
Yeah.
A little bit of dad brain.
We've also been pretty busy, so understandable.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm excited to go there, have fun. I don't have like a ton of expectations.
Yeah.
I think that, I think the recipe for happiness, especially time like this, is like, expect nothing, but be prepared for everything. Because if your expectations are too high, it'd be hard to live up to it. No,
I think having lived in France and gone through this, and my expectations were way different there, and that was really challenging. Now, I think they're adjusted.
Did we talk
properly.
about what do you think the hardest part will be?
walking up the stairs every day to our apartment.
Oh yeah, I think
We are going to be on a high floor apartment. So
high floor, no elevator, and with a dog and a baby. So that's going to be annoying.
yeah, I think it will be annoying. But we'll get through it, and it's embrace the suck, Colette. I think that will be a challenge. And then I think just getting out of your routine with kids is tough, but figuring out like play areas and where to go with the kids, where to take them will just be a bit of a challenge in the beginning, and then we'll figure it out. And luckily we have Boundless Life who already will say like the playground that you want to go to is here, or we're all going here for dinner, and it's a family dinner, and it's not as lonely, I think. So.
And I think too, because it's three, like, I think one of the things and this was just like parent struggle, not that she was missing out by any means, but like I felt like Scotland didn't have enough toys when we were there initially. And it's simple things like they figure out little toys here and there. But also remember, do you remember the chair that she would eat in?
Yes.
And we had to get a cover because we were
for
renting this like nice apartment, and it had these nice cloth dining room table chairs. And she's 2. And so she's like, she wasn't really a high chair. She didn't need one. But she's like, she's making a mess. We had a towel on it forever. Mm-hmm. And then we finally got this like brown cover. So hopefully we won't have to deal with that stuff.
Well, so Boundless Life has these kid items, equipment and gear. So they'll be able to get us a high chair, and we have a bath, so they don't need to get us a baby bath, but like all sorts of baby gear they'll be able to provide for us. So we don't have to bring that stuff over, which is great.
But we do need toys though.
Yes, we do need toys. But honestly, she's at an age where I feel like other kids are mainly her toys.
Yeah.
Like she's super social, wants to interact with people. So as long as we have friends, which we will, it'll be okay.
We'll see. Yeah.
We'll get through it. And I think another thing that I would like, a goal, is to have like more together time, because I felt like in France, we were like constantly dividing and conquering, and we didn't have as much of like a shared experience. And we were just doing the best we could, like trying to run businesses and also be parents and also navigate terrible morning sickness at the same time. So it was like, okay, I'll rest, you're with the baby, you rest, I'm with the baby kind of thing. I think just like sharing more time together will be an important thing for me.
Yeah. Which we'll have. We'll have a lot of it. Yeah. And so before we go, one more reminder, if you want to join us, check the link or use the code COLSTO79.
Yes.
Yeah. But wish us luck. Hopefully you don't make another huge mistake. I don't think we will. I strongly doubt it. I think we'll have a blast. We'll have so much fun, and we'll probably do it again.
Yeah. And again and again and again.
Yes. Because they have cohorts all over the world, and this is just the first one.
We'll see you in Italy.
Ciao.
Arrivederci.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. If you're learning from and or enjoying this podcast, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram and TikTok. These are great free ways to support this podcast. Also, please subscribe to this podcast on both Spotify and Apple. On both of those platforms, you can leave us up to a 5-star review, which would help us out greatly. Please also check out the sponsors mentioned in today's episode. That's the best way to support this show. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, please put those in the comment sections in YouTube. And yes, we do read all the comments.